Hello, this is Spidey1958, and welcome to my Let's Play Industrial Automation. I have upgraded my entire world to 1.2.3 version of Minecraft and mods, and for the most part, it converted okay. There are a couple things I'll show you that I had to do to get it to work. Really only two major issues that I had. One was they changed snowmen so they don't generate snow in swamp biomes, but they do in river biomes. And it just happens that this side of the room, right here in this corner, was a river biome. So I basically moved the whole machine from this corner over to this corner. And I also discovered I had a retriever in here, which when I changed it didn't work. But as it turned out, it didn't need to, because I didn't need the retriever at all. So I also put a gate down here, a simple iron gate, that when the inventory is full, it emits a redstone signal, which basically turns off this clock and stops it from processing. Now, theoretically, it still would process here, but as long as the block breakers are full, they're not going to break any new blocks. So that basically is going to sit like that. And let's push the button to let our cart unload its goodness. Yep. For some reason, it keeps bringing me back silver ingots, not silver ore. And I don't know what's up with that. I will have to ask Jaguar on the forums what's going on with that. So let's go back and show you the other major issue I had. If you remember, I had the automatic track making, which switched to a rolling machine in the latest updates. Well, unfortunately, there's a bug in the rolling machines. It doesn't work with logistic pipes or with pulling items from a chest. Now, I made Jaguar aware of this on the forums, and the latest version for 1.24, you will now be able to pull items directly from the chest via a normal crafting table. So what I had to do temporarily is I have a chest here which has my normal crafting pipe on it, and it basically sends the iron ingots here, because the actual recipe, if you remember, is 6 iron ingots make me 6 iron rails. So it sends the 6 iron ingots here, pumps them over to here. Oh, pumps them up to here in the top. And this is a advanced wooden transport pipe, so I set it so it only sends iron ingots, sends them up here through the top into the iron machine, and then this pops out the final problem back into the chest, and it's created via the crafting system. And those were the only two real major issues I had converting. Everything else pretty much converted over straight as I wanted without any big trouble. So let's get on with the episode. In this episode, I think I'm going to start messing with my bees and automate some of my bee stuff. So I've already got some stuff done, but we need to make a couple new machines. And one of the machines we're going to have to make is a carpenter, I think it's called. So if we put a sturdy machine here, 2 glass here, and bronze on the sides, we get our carpenter. And we're also going to put a bronze sturdy machine here, with a glass here and a glass here, and copper on the sides. And this is going to make our centrifuge. So let's go ahead and get that going. And I'm probably going to need a couple other things here in a little bit, but that'll get us started. So let's go and sleep. It looks like it's turned to night here. And let's run over here to our bee fields. Okay. And let's go ahead and right here put a hole in the wall. And put down a chest right here. Okay, and let's look at our bees, what we got here for bees. Now the bees changed quite dramatically. And until I get the carpenter built, there's a device that I'm going to really need to be built for bee breeding. But we'll go ahead and do some breeding here in the meantime. So we have a forest princess and we have some meadow drones. So I'm going to go ahead and put a meadow drone in with forest princess and go ahead and take out that one. And this one, we got a common princess with some common drones. So we'll go ahead and stick a couple more commons in here. And grab the honey and the bee. And we'll grab some more honey here. And here we got a cultivated princess and a common drone. So let's go ahead and match them and see what we get. Now I believe the changes that the queen will always be whatever the princess was. And it's not until the next generation that we'll get changes now. So here we have a common princess. We'll go ahead and stick a common drone in and grab our honeycombs. And here we have another common princess and another common drone. Go ahead and grab our honeycombs. And grab even more honeycombs. And here we have a common princess and a common drone. As you notice, generally we get a lot less drones. And we don't really get much information on them anymore. But we'll take care of that here in a minute. So we'll stick our honeycombs in there. And we'll stick our metal drone up here. And we'll stick our common drone in here. And here we have our leftover princesses. So we have a common princess in here, a couple meadows, and a forest. And that's what we're going to do there for the moment. So let's run over to here. And dunk in here. And let's go ahead and knock out a couple there. And we'll grab our redstone engines. And we'll put one here. And then we'll grab our wooden pipes. We got a couple here. One of those there. And then grab some stone pipes. Whoops. Might help if I selected the right thing. Let's turn off my nano sword. And let's go ahead and put our centrifuge down right here. And we'll put down right here a peat engine. And what do I do with my red? There it is. Okay, go ahead and dig down here. And we'll put our redstone torch down there. Our redstone engine there. Put a normal pipe here. And then we'll go ahead and put one of our teleport pipes down here. And we're going to set it for 11. And then I should have a supplier pipe here. Go ahead and put down a supplier pipe. And down a pipe there. And let's see what we have available. I think 15 is available, so we'll go ahead and set that one for 15. And then go ahead and put down a redstone torch there, and a redstone torch there. And now we need to go get a couple things and set up a thing or two. So we'll go over here first. And 11 is this pipe right here, which goes into our sorting system. So we're going to go down here. And we're going to put a hole here and here. And did I remember? Yes, I remember to get a basic logistics pipe. So we're going to break this here and put a basic logistics pipe down here. And on the outside of that, we're going to go ahead and put a pipe that we'll set for 15 so that that's in our system. And then we need to get these. We set one here and set one there. Then we hook up a stone pipe here and a stone pipe here, and that hooks them into our system. And go ahead and run around to here. Stack here, half a stack here of peat, and we'll go ahead and run back into our little shop here. Actually, we're going to run over here in the corner. If you remember, I think it's in this chest. I've been putting all the honeycombs we've been going, so we're going to go and throw those into the system too. So I need to get out my wrench. Set this for 32, partial yes, and then we'll go ahead and put our extra in here, and we'll run outside here quick. And we'll throw our extra honey in here. Actually, I should probably change this a little bit now that I think about it. So let's go grab a couple different pipes here. Whoops. So let's take an advanced insertion pipe and an iron pipe. Now we'll take a couple iron pipes. What I'm going to do is go ahead and make a juggler so that stuff going into the, if it gets full, we don't have too much stuff in it. So because as you see here, we're already having the problem. So let's break that for the moment. And we'll go ahead and put the iron pipe here. And then put an advanced insertion here. And we'll put an iron, we do need an iron there. And then we can put a normal cobblestone right here. And we get our wrench. Oh, that's not going to work. Oh, that does present problems, doesn't it? So let's break this. So what we're going to do is we're going to stick it out here to the side. So we'll put an iron here and a cobble there. Oh, that can be a cobble. And then get our wrench out here again. And we need to adjust this one so it goes down there and then just juggles it around there. So let me get out my Redpower torch here. And we'll put it there. Apparently I have two types of honeycomb on me. Must be from updating. So until the one type of honeycomb's gone, the other ones are going to sit there in the juggler. So let's go get a couple more engines made here. What we're going to do next. First of all, we'll sleep through the night. Okay. And we need to request at least one more heat engine. And let's see what else I have on me. Let's see. I need that. I need that. I think I need that or that for the moment. Okay, so let's go ahead and put these away. I will need a glowstone. Or do I need two? I think I actually need two lapis. Do I have any? Yep. Take one of those. And two lapis. And I'm going to need a redstone torch. It'll take a moment, so let's go over here. And I think, can't remember which, that's the provider. And that's the supplier. That's what I need as a supplier. So let's throw our glowstone back in here. And let's go over here. We were probably getting stuff in our overflow chest here. So I want to get the honey drops and that. And we'll go ahead and get our diamond pipe out. When I redo the series, I think I'm going to do this in an entirely different way. Just for your information. Okay, we're going to click on here and we're going to tell black is going to be our beeswax. Our honeycombs will be there. Now we grab the two chests I grabbed. Put them down. And this is Ray's wax chest. And this will be our honey chest. Or honey drops. So let's go ahead and put our signs down. Let's see if I have a cover here. So I'll go ahead and put a cover over that, and this part's done. So let's go over here and get out some stone water pipes, because I need water again. So I think I'm going to steal it right from here. Go ahead and lay down our carpenter. And we'll lay down. How should we lay this down? I think what we're going to do is go ahead and lay this down right here. Whoops, wrong type of pipe. I screwed that up. Well, I need to go grab some peat anyway. So anyway, what we're going to do is put one of these down here. Get out our normal cobblestone pipe. And go grab our peat. Half a stack of peat again. And I'm not falling horribly behind, but I may have to look at yet a third peat, because I'm using it so much for my various projects here. So let's go ahead and click on this one and tell it 32 peat. Yes. And I think this one is the one I broke. Yep. So we'll tell it 32 and partial. And we'll go throw our peat back in the box here. And grab our redstone that I did not pick out of the box. Oops, I don't know why I'm looking in there. And give me just a moment here. I need to look up a recipe that I can't find the normal way. Okay, so we're also going to need from here, whoops, we're going to need 2 glass panes, Looks like 4 tin. Or maybe silver. No, I think it's tin. Two redstone and a diamond. And let's go ahead and run back here to our carpenter. Which need to go ahead and put down the redstone torch. And then if we go ahead and click on here, if we put the diamond here, 2 redstone there, 2 glass panes there, and our tin like this, we get the bealyzer. So let's go ahead and tell it to make that. Which looks like it's not doing super fast, so we'll go ahead and let that make for a moment. And as you can see, I actually have tons and tons of biomass and biofuel. Now let's run over. I might want to turn on my mass fabricator again. And I think I finally got a decent supply of scrap again. Let us double check here. Oh yeah, I got tons of scrap. So let's run across the way and turn on our mass fabricator yet again. And there it goes. So we'll leave it making our UU matter. And let's run back and see if our bealyzer is doing. I'm probably gonna have to put some more engines on this for building stuff. Yeah, see, it's taking quite a while there to build. And let's see how we're doing for charcoal. Not great. And let's grab the extra honey and beeswax so we can put it away. I'm actually going to need the honey. We'll go ahead and throw the beeswax back in here. And let's run over and see how our bees are doing. Oh, looks like it's nighttime again. So let's go sleep. And let's see how our centrifuge is doing. So this stack with this, yep, that stacks with that honey. So we're in good shape there. Oh, and our cart's back again, or is it? Did I not send it on its way? I didn't send it on its way. So there we go. It's on its way to get us more mining goodness. And let's see how our bealyzer's doing. Oh, it's done. So the bealyzer is how we actually analyze our bees. And that we stick a bee in here and it will tell us all sorts of stuff about it, but we have to put some honey in here to pacify the bee. So it will sit in our bealyzer. So let's go see what we got for bees. So we got another meadows and meadows, so let's go ahead and pull them out and look at our bealyzer. So the princess, we see here that she's meadows, meadows, shorter, shorter, She has a recessive gene for more offspring possibility. The red ones are basically dominant and the blues are recessives. Produce and possible mutations. So let's go ahead and put our drone in our bealyzer. And we see he's also pretty much the same, so that's pretty much standard stock. So let's go ahead and throw him back in here. And go ahead and try mixing with a forest. So let's go ahead and see what our standard forest has. Forest meadows. Oh, must be a forest meadow hybrid. And pretty much the same stats, but maybe we'll get something lucky and good out of it. But like I said, we won't know now. The queen is going to have the same stats as this princess. It won't be till the next generation we know what's going on. So if we go over here, we have our common princess and common drone. And our honeycombs. So let's go ahead and put them in the bealyzer. So this is a common meadows. We're seeing lots of dominance. Normal, none, normal. Well, they produce. They must just produce more. Stick our drone in there. You see it's common. So let's go ahead and just stick the common princess back in there with a common drone. This is our cultivated princess and our cultivated. So if we stick her in here. Cultivated meadows, shorter, big, fast. That's where we got so much more flour. And they're nothing unusual. To get some of the new bees, I'm going to have to do some massive exploring. Because the new bee types are found in jungles, which will have to generate whole new areas since this is a converted map. And the other one is we'll have to go into new snow biomes. So let's go ahead and get ourselves. Let's mix. Now we don't want a meadow. Let's see. Let's go ahead and stick a forest drone in our bealyzer and one of our commons. So that's a that's the one we already did. So this one, forest meadows. That's a cultivated. Common, shorter, slower, flowers. Well, let's go ahead and keep breeding the cultivated with the cultivated. See if we can get that to strengthen. I will do some more research to see what we want to actually mix with. And here we have our common queen and common drone. Let's see what we got from them. So common meadows, shorter but not shortest, slower. That's inactive, flowers, 2, 3. Now I have problems recognizing what type of bees these are that we can mix to get various other bees. So I will have to figure that out. And let's look at our common drone we got. So if we mix these two, these are both dominant. So I think we basically have about a 50-50 chance of getting a fast bee out of it. So let's go ahead and mix the two of them again. Oh, we got lucky and got 2 common drones out of this one. So let's bring up our bealyzer. Shorter, slowest, nothing unusual there. This drone, shorter, slower. And this drone, common. Okay. So we'll go ahead and mix them. And this last one, ooh, we got something different here, a stringy comb. So I bet we'll find something different about this common princess. So let's go to our bealyzer. Stick the princess in there. Common, short lifespan, slower flowers. Nothing unusual there. Huh. According to this one doesn't normally produce stats, so that must have been some sort of special. And the common drone we got from there is pretty much the same common drone we've been getting, though it has an inactive fast. Ooh, this one has a chance of being a diligent. It's recessive, but let's go ahead and mix our common princess with our diligent. And let's go over here to our little chest, drop in our stringy, then drop in our other, drop our bees off. Okay. That's interesting. I wonder what that must be, a different type of honey. So let's go ahead and honey drops are still coming through here. So let's grab this and this. We'll get rid of that and figure out what's going on with our honey drops. Oh, I put honeycomb, not honey drops. My error. Okay, and let's get our and did any other sneak in here while we were lurking? Yep. Whoops, that's our beeswax, and that's our honey. Okay. Now let's run over to the other building. Someone asked me what I was doing with all the extra rubber wood and cactus I was getting. Basically, I've just been throwing it in here. And as you can see, I'm producing a fair number of diamonds with just this simple setup. But I think that's where we'll call it an episode. Next episode, what I think we're going to do is, if you remember a few episodes back, I discovered a skeleton spawner near where my mining tracks run. And I think what we'll do next episode is go ahead and build a mob spawner, or a mob trap around that, so we can get a source of bones. And then we can set up some fertilizers for our forest and wheat farms. So, until next time, as always, if you enjoyed this episode, go ahead and give me a like or leave a comment. And if you didn't, leave me a dislike, that's fine too. And if you're enjoying the series, go ahead and subscribe. Until next time, have fun Minecrafting.